Hey guys, back at it. This is day 208 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This challenge was prompted after I completed a 100-day challenge, and that challenge was prompted through my intuition while I was doing a meditation session so many times that I decided to follow through. And if you want more information on those first amazing 100 days, please go back and listen in. But let's get to day 208. Today is a Sunday. I still am kid free for the moment. I had a lot of stuff on my agenda, so I was able to get up not too early, but not too late, and get my workout routine done. So do the kettlebell swings, vibration plate, sauna, acupressure, grounding mat, and then get in the shower to get ready to go to spiritual service. And funny thing, because I had it in my mind that service was 10:45, and I just kept thinking, oh, I'm good on time. I have lots of time. I could just go downstairs and hang out and do my recording before I leave and do some other things. I 100% thought that it was 10:45, and I got to service after I did all the things in the morning, got myself ready and dressed and out the door, and the doors were closed. I was like, that's weird. Usually the doors are open. So then I opened the doors and went in, and they had already finished like a good front half portion of the service. And so service started at 10:15, not 10:45. So I was 30 minutes later than I was supposed to be. And it was fine because everybody's super welcoming, encouraging that you're right where you need to be when you need to be. And I literally was laughing at myself to everybody, like I had it in my mind 10:45 for some reason. So yeah, did service, hung out for a little bit. I really had to quickly go because one of the guys that I had been seeing was going to help me do the car drop-off pickup, and he was going to meet me at my house so we could pick up the minivan from the airport. So we did that, went to Enterprise, picked up the minivan, really excited, getting in this really cushy big Chrysler Pacifica. Then we dropped it off at the house and then took the long-term rental back to the lady and dropped that off. And then we were able to hang out and talk in the car and just catch up with each other. And that was really sweet. He had some stuff he had to do with family, so we couldn't hang out for a long time. So that was fine. And then once he left, then I got busy. I stowed all of the seats except one in the back and made it all flat. And then I looked at the pile of bins and I was like, I don't know if all of this stuff is going to fit, but let's go. And I started to just pack them in, twist them around, move them this way, that way, all the ways. And I got everything I had pulled out in the van. Amazing. I had room for the suitcases. I had room for the snacks. I had room for extra stuff if I needed to. But it was amazing. That Chrysler Pacifica van fit, let me see, 12. Yep, 12 bins, big Rubbermaid containers of stuff, plus 3 suitcases and some other things, and two trees. And then, my daughter and I sat front, driver and passenger. My son sat in one of the captain's chairs in the back, and we had a really lovely ride in it. But I'll get to that later. So I stored everything in the car. I fit everything, packed it as much as I could. I situated the front seat, the mirrors. I situated, all the buttons and things that I wanted to just before getting on the road, because it's hard to do that while you're en route. I made sure to put my cinnamon broom and my spell pouch that I made and enchanted for the trip. So it's a travel pouch and a travel broom just to keep in the car and keep us safe as we're going along the way. So I put that in there. And then I packed up some of the refrigerator stuff in bags in the refrigerator, ready to go. Made sure my suitcase had all the things I needed in it. Made sure like the kids' suitcases were situated. As I was doing that, I had one of the Florida boy who lives in North Carolina, who I've been seeing and texting and communicating with, reached out and was like, hey, what are you doing today? And I said, packing up, doing errands around the house. And he was like, what if I brought you something to drink and gave you a massage? And I was thinking, that sounds really nice. So he brought me some kombuchas and came over. And by that time I was done packing and kind of chill. And so we just sat there on the sofa and talked a little bit about different things and had kombucha and just like, he's super cute, dimples, smile, like, it's crazy. It's funny because I don't normally notice this on people, but his calf muscles were like crazy, like muscular, defined. And I did tell him that, and he was like, it was a funny compliment, but a good compliment. And so then he was like, well, how about that massage? So he started to give me like a shoulder massage and then arm massage. Like, it just kind of flowed into other things, but it was really good. And I was asking him, like, did you go to school to be a massage therapist? And he said that he just goes to get massages enough that he started to like pick up on what they were doing, and he loves to give massages. So I was like, I'm not going to complain about that. So it was a really lovely, unexpected time to hang out and connect before I left. And then when he left, I kind of got something to eat. I decided not to do a super extended fast just because I didn't want to be lightheaded as I was driving, and I'm not sure kind of like where I'm at. Fasting wise, I need to get back into the rhythm of things so I'm not super lightheaded all the time. And that just comes with an imbalance in, an imbalance in your nutrients, imbalance in your vitamin levels, hormone levels, different things like that. So broke my fast, started watching a couple of movies on Netflix, and Back in Action, I think, had just dropped, and that was kind of cute and funny, and I liked it. It was nice. And then I watched this other movie that was recommended about it was almost like a Hallmark movie, a writer who goes to a writing retreat and wants to finish a book, wants to be alone, but there's all these younger writers, and one of the younger writers brings her boyfriend, and her boyfriend ends up hooking up with this older writer because they connect more on a realistic level. And the younger writer girlfriend starts to party and just be crazy and like totally different than who she was. So I kind of immediately knew what was going to happen in the movie in the beginning, but it was still a nice story to watch. So I watched those two movies, and then it was time to pick up the kids. So I picked up the kids, and once we got home, I was like, last minute, make sure everything's packed. Make sure you're in your clothes that you want to go in. Make sure we have pillows and blankets and you're ready, because I'm going to go to bed, set my alarm, and get ready. So that's basically what we did. We got everything situated. And I set my alarm for 4:30 and, just went to sleep. So that was the end of that day. And it was a fun day full of lots of different, unique, interesting things. I was like, the magic of that car is really cool. It's just too much car for me, so I'm not changing my mind again. I'm not going to go with a different car. But anyway, thank you guys for supporting me by listening, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all of the things. I hope you have the most magical, awesome, amazing, fabulous, fantastic day, night, whenever you're listening to this. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.